Mr. Intervention. And ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Just McCormick, aka Mr. Intervention, back again. And last couple weeks of the season, got the Tampa Bay Bucs and the New York Jets to finish up the regular season, then moving into the playoffs. Let's go ahead and get into the weekly awards, which we're going to try and finish up doing that for the rest of the season. We got a bunch of guys making big plays throughout this week, as week 15 was a good one. 11 tackles, 1 sack, and 2 interceptions for Greg Wesley, as the strong safeties showed up today. Tony Parrish had 17 tackles in his last game, so he was all over the field. Eli Manning, 18 for 32, 379 passing yards, and 5 passing touchdowns, while rookie Mike Logan makes his showcase in the primetime players with 25 completions out of 40 passes, 342 passing yards, and also 5 touchdowns. So getting into this week, it's going to be interesting to see what we can do. Fernando Bryant is going to be out for a number of weeks still, as Kevin Jones is going to be done for the remainder of the season. And it's not looking good. So looking to see what we can do in this one, as we will be getting into the matchup. A few guys we're going to have to look out for sure, as the Buccaneers field a pretty solid team. Rich Gannon's going to be the starting quarterback for the Bucs. And then the guy we're going to have to look out, Then the halfback we're going to have to watch out for is going to be Charlie Garner. The veteran is going to be looking to see if he can make some noise in this one. Not the fastest guy in the world, but he's fast enough to get where he needs to get to. Michael Clayton is going to be the big receiving threat, as Joe Jurevicius and Keenan McCardell are going to be the big 2 and 3 behind him. It's going to be real interesting to see what we can do. Todd Stussy is going to be the big wall that we'll have to try and get past. Anthony McFarland's going to be the big wall trying to come at us, while Greg Spires is going to be lined up there with him. The linebacking core is what we're going to have to watch out for, with Ian Gold and Derek Brooks back there, also with Shelton Quarles out of Vanderbilt. So it's going to be real tough to see if we can get a run game going today, as we might be able to get the secondary, but one guy we're going to watch out for, rookie Reginald Guzman, is going to be back there to try and stop us. Martin Gramatica will be kicking the football, and then Josh Bidwell will be punting it. Hopefully we'll be able to see a lot of him in this game. So let's go ahead and get into it. Next to last week of the season. Let's see how well we can do in this one. We will see you on the field. And the ESPN blimp flying overhead here. This is going to be a late ball game, as the Tampa Bay Buccaneers look to face off against the Detroit Lions. Lions have had a lot of success throughout the season, and Tampa Bay's looking to see if they can make something happen out of their season, sitting at 8-6. The Lions are sitting pretty with a first week bye, as the Lions look to get ready for this one. And if I would have been able to put the Buccaneers in any outfit I wanted to, I would have put them in their creamsicles. I just have a fondness for that uniform. And if I ever do a Buccaneers franchise, I'm going to put them in the creamsicle uniforms, as we'll kick the football off first. So getting ready to see what we can do in this game here. We're going to let the defense take over first as Hansen will give this a good ride. Buccaneers versus the Lions, and here we go. As this will be returned out to the 30-yard line. So Bucs will take over from there. Rich Gannon going to see what he can do offensively here in this one. He's got a couple of good guys that he can use back there, Camilla being one of them. 1st and 10 for Gannon as they go single back. And that is going to be a good handoff for Camilla. He's got 4 yards to start off. As we'll take a look at the injuries for the Bucs, Simeon Rice, Kenny Holmes, and Matt Stinchcomb are going to be out with various injuries. So they've got a bunch of guys on the line on both sides of the ball that are going to be sitting out of this one. As they're going to hand that one off their halfback, and that is going to be a decent run there. As you see all the injuries now, Kevin Jones and Fernando Bryant for the Lions are out. And that is going to be pretty bad for us as our offense and our defense are taking hits. 3rd and 3 now as they're going to fake the handoff there. That's going to be a big throw, and that is going to be a catch. And that is going to be a broken tackle, and that is going to be a touchdown. And now my stick trying to undo. I don't think the stick wants to play today either. The Bucs score on that one. Big tight end just rumbling his way forward and was able to make everything he possibly could. Now let's go ahead and run this up the gut. Johnson will try to break a tackle, but he's not going to do it. Only a couple of yards that time. And go back to pass on that one. Vic's going to take off, and he'll get most of it. 3rd and 1 now. Third and 1 now. Vic will go back. He'll just take off, and we'll get the first down to make sure. 1st and 10 here on this one. Throw that over the middle, and Charles Rogers has got it. It's going to be a couple of yards there. See if we can give that to Johnson. Johnson's going to have the speed, and he's going to be able to get to the edge. That's going to be a first down. Not bad there. 1st and 10 now in Buccaneer territory. We're going to bring that one upfield and get a yard out of it. Got to watch Rondé Barber out there as well because he's a big problem, and Johnson gets no blocking that time. Going to roll out here. And Vic will take off. He's got room, and he's going to get just enough for the first down there. Back to pass here on this one. We'll fire that one over the left-hand side. Stephen Alexander's got it. Would you believe that was the wrong button? Stephen Alexander is going to get a big catch there. As he's lined out left-hand side. I was actually looking at Roy Williams over in the middle, but Stephen Alexander with a catch as the safety tried to make a play and he missed. If we can get some pressure here as Gardner and Camilla in a pro set here. Back there again and looking. And he's going to toss that out right, and that is going to be Gardner going to get some good yards. That'll be a first down. 10-yard gain there for him. And they're going to fake the handoff. That's going to be a throw over the middle. And that's going to be caught. Good catch there, and that's a first down at midfield. As that one goes to Michael Clayton as he's got 34 receptions on the year. Single back now with 2 tight ends to the right. Gannon is going to toss it outright. Vargas can't make the tackle. But Jeremiah Trotter and David Thornton can. That's going to be a 9.5-yard gain. As there's the wave from the Tampa Bay faithful. 2nd and inches now. And they're going to hand that off. That's going to be a big gain there. That is 3 yards for Camilla. He's got it. And Gannon's going to go back to pass here. Throw that one deep, and that's going to be caught. And Smith out there, he's going to make the tackle out there with Jefferson. That's going to be a first down. They are moving the ball very easily right now. And they're going to go back to pass here. They're going to throw that one. That is interrupted and incomplete. Two tight ends in there for the single back, and they're going to hand that off. And that is going to be Camella is going to rumble forward for 6. That's going to be the end of the first quarter. So far, we have got a tie ball game, 7-7. Lions and Buccaneers knotted up after 1. 3rd and 4. As Gannon's going to go back to pass, he'll throw that left. That is caught, and that is Joe Juravicius. That is going to be a 1st and goal situation. Gannon on the season, 58% completions, 2,800 yards, 23 touchdowns. He's not throwing many interceptions, but he's going to get dropped for a sack. That's Dan Wilkinson. 2nd and goal now, ball at the 9-yard line. Garner back to pass, he's looking. He's going to fire that one. That one nearly picked off. As that one is going to be deflected and knocked down. 3rd and goal. Try to keep her wits here and see what we're going to do. Gannon's going to throw that. That's going to be nearly picked off. Jefferson had hands on it, but he couldn't bring it down. That's going to turn this into a field goal situation. Gramatica now lining up to see if he can put this between the sticks. As this is going to be up, in, and good. Martin Gramatica is perfect on the day, 1 for 1. 12 plays, 73 yards. They stalled out, but they still got points. 6:07 left in the half as Martin Gramatica was able to put that exactly where he needed to. I'll hand that one off, and Johnson's going to find his hole plugged up. And Vic's going to try and roll out there, and that is going to be one-handed snag. Tried to throw that one quickly because it was going to be pressured there, but I should have took my time. That is going to be an interception. Amazing snag there. Has tried to hit Charles Rogers on that corner route, but probably should have just lobbed it. So now they're going to have an opportunity here to make something happen. 1st and 10 now as the Bucs take over at the 33-yard line. A big opportunity for them, as it looks like our season might be going downhill after our Fernando Bryant injury. Because Fernando Bryant's been kind of a key piece for us, as that is going to be a good throw, and that is going to be a huge catch there. Juravicius has got another one over there on that left-hand side. But he's not really been the guy that they need, as that is going to be a missed target. 2nd and 10 now as Gannon looking to see what he can do out of the pro set. Back to pass. He's going to throw that one, and Jefferson missed it. Touchdown. Juravicius has got a score. And this is going downhill quickly. The line defense is not doing what it needs to do. And that's going to be nothing doing on the run that time. You see Ian Gold, 104 tackles and a sack this year. He's been doing really well. Going to roll out here on this one. Vic's going to have to take off, and he's going to find a lot of room up the middle. Had to do that one. 1st and 10 here on this one. We're going to roll out. We'll just take off with Vic. We'll run out of bounds. Well, we'll get tackled out of bounds near midfield. Going to roll out here on this one. He's open that time, but we're going to throw it right into the lineman. Good grief. 2nd and 10 now. Got to make something happen here on this one, as that's going to be a flea flicker. I hit the wrong play. Jeez. I did. 3rd and 19 now. Got to find some kind of option that's going to work out here. I'll fire that one quickly over to Ty Streets. He's got it. That's a first down. 1st and 10 now. We're going to see what we got this time. Fire that one and try to hit Ty Streets again, but that did not happen. Buttons here. We got an open guy there. That's going to be Roy Williams streaking down the right-hand side, and that's going to be a first down. See what we got this time. 1st and goal here as Johnson will get nothing on that one. So 2nd and goal now. We got to see what we can do this time as Vic will roll out. Vic will take off, and Vic will have the score. Touchdown, Lions. So a bit of a struggling drive that time, but we got something to happen. Offset eye to the right there. And they're going to hand that off, and that is going to be going nowhere. That's a good tackle there by Boss Bailey. As you see his numbers at this point in his career. 4 sacks, a fumble, as well as 172 tackles. As you see Boss Bailey, 35 tackles on the season. 2 of those are for loss. Single back with 3 receivers, 1 tight end, and Gannon's going to try and throw this one. He's going to throw it right into a horde of defenders. 3rd and 9 as Gannon may force himself to have to punt this one. As back to pass there, they're going to throw that left. That is going to be caught, and the receiver is going to roll his way out of bounds. So that's going to be 4th down, and that stops the clock. That's going to be the end of the half. Kind of a lackluster ending for this one as the Lions are down. Not by much, but they've got to get something going. Their defense has not been the best at all today. And their offense has been kind of trying to whitewash their halftime show. We're going to be looking at some of the stats for the first half. We definitely have a turnover to speak of, as that gave the Buccaneers 7 points that we did not want to give them. We've got time of possession, 194 yards versus 186, so only a handful of yards there, about 8 yards more than what the Bucs have, as Tampa Bay has been in our backfield all first half. Gannon with 150 yards passing, 2 touchdowns. Vic 127 and 1 touchdown, as Martin Gramatica got the 1 field goal he got. As it's been a pretty good day for the Buccaneers. They've not really stalled out too much. Goodwin with a touchdown. Jervisic a touchdown as well, as both of them have nearly 100 yards combined as well. As you see tackling today, Tampa Bay, Russell, Guzman, Phillips, all with 3 tackles on today. So they have been working as a team to be able to stop our attack. Not really a lot of rushing yards to speak of in this game, as it's been pretty limited. It's been more of an air show, as you see the numbers again. Alexander with us has 36 yards and a touchdown. Gardner and Camilla with a combined 36 yards. And that's pretty much been it, as Larry Johnson has not really gotten involved in the game much at all. Michael Vick has been doing most of the running, just trying to stay out of trouble, and it's only worked half the time. As we look at the halftime hero, it is going to be Michael Vick. They're going to give it to Vick, 6 for 9, 127 yards and a touchdown, but we got to be able to get past this deficit that we have now. Third quarter starting off as the Buccaneers lead the Lions 17-14. As this has been a difficult game to say the least. Seems like the Lions are falling off a bit, as this kick will probably go out the back of the end zone, and it looks like it will. And that is going to be a touchback. We take a look at the possessions, touchdown through the interception, and then got another touchdown. Then time expired on us, as the fact that we did absolutely nothing in that last drive. So 1st and 10 now. Let's see what Vic has got for the offense this time. Back to pass here, and Vic is going to get in trouble, sacked again. As Vic will line up, let's see what we got this time. We're going to roll out here. And Vic is going to take off, and he's going to do everything he can to get every yard back as possible. 7th rush now for Vic. 3rd and 3 now as Vic will roll out again. And he's going to take off. And he's going to go for the sideline, step out about the 39-yard line. See what we got this time. 1st and 10 now. We'll fake the handoff. Throw that one to Rodgers over the middle. He's going to get it, and that's going to be about 12 yards and a 1st down. As you see the catches there, and I accidentally hit the button there. I'll put those stats up here in a bit. Johnson's going to run this one. He's going to run right, and he's going to run right into a massive guy. 2nd and 7 now. Try and see if we can get something going with the run game here, as Johnson is going to try and see if he can make something happen for us, as that's going to be a good handoff left, and he's only going to get a couple. I'm going to try and roll out here, and Vic is... I'm going to run into my own lineman. Jeez. This is for everything. We're going to have to go for it. Vic is going to take it. And Vic's going to actually avoid one tackler and get out of bounds. 140 rushing yards on the day. Not what I've been wanting to do today. We go back to pass on this one. We're going to launch this one toward Moss. And he's actually going to get that. That is a touchdown. I did not expect that to work. But okay, it did work as we beat the safety. Vic goes back to pass, and Moss on the go route able to beat the safety to the football, and that's a touchdown. Santana Moss with it. So we go for it on 4th down, and we make it work here. Offset eye to the strong side as Gannon's going to throw this, and that is caught. That's Juravicius again. He has been the target today. 1st and 10 now. Single back, trips left. He'll throw it left and try to go to Juravicius again. And he's looking for a flag. He's not getting it. Dre Bly over there on the coverage to make that happen. 2nd and 10 now. Single back with 2 tight ends in there. And they will go back to pass again. He's going to throw that short. And that is caught. Left-hand side, and they're going to give him the 1st down on that one. That's Mark Clayton that made that catch. As Clayton has been mostly quiet today. You know what? That is probably worth the challenge. They gave him that 1st down way too easily. Steve Mariucci going to throw the red flag out there because I told him to, and he would lose his job if he doesn't. Believe me, if I could put other coaches in this game on there, then yeah, it's probably going to happen. But if I end up doing a franchise, and maybe do it on the Madden game I've got, and we're going to be trying to see if we can come up with somebody better than the guys we've got, as that is well short. That is well short of the marker. So that's going to bring up 3rd down, I believe. So basically that means that we lose the challenge now, but we keep our timeouts, as our defense is happy about that one. And getting our guys back out there, Bailey getting instructions from the coach. And now it's going to be 3rd and inches. And penetrate on this one, as you see Mark Clayton, 4 catches, 58 yards, as Juravicius has got a bunch of catches as well. And he's got a touchdown. Offset eye, and they're going to hand that one off, and that's going to be enough for the 1st down. 1st and 10 now, as they're going to move Cardell in motion, as Gardner's going to get the handoff, and he's going to go nowhere. Boss Bailey now, 36 tackles, 2 of those for a loss in this season. Single back, and they're going to try and throw that one. That is caught by Clayton. He's got that one. That's a big first down. We needed to stop that one and couldn't do it. As Camilla back there, single back, Clayton's going to go in motion. And they will hand off, and that's going to be nowhere to go. David Thornton said no. That's our big free agency pickup from this offseason. Offset I. 2nd and 10 here for the Bucs, and they're going to run that one as Vargas came down and made that tackle. 3rd and 4. But McCardell moving in motion. We'll see what they do, and they are going to throw it, and that's going to be a big throw to the right. And Mark Clayton's got another catch. I thought we had the coverage there, but we did not, as Clayton said otherwise. That's a first down. 1st and 10, single back, trips right. And they're going to throw that and left. Dre Bly in front of it. That is going to be incomplete. 2nd and 10 now, 30 seconds left. I formation here. Strong on the weekend side. And that's going to be thrown left, and that's a number of guys in front of that one. As you see the sack comparison, Russell with 3 sacks on the day. He's been superb, as Wilkinson's got 1 and trying to break through again for another one. That's going to be caught just shy of the marker. So a 19-20 yarder. See if Grammatica can hit this one, and he can. So Tampa Bay with points there, but they're still down by 1. 13 plays, 77 yards. And the third quarter is on the eve of ending. See if we can get Johnson to dive up the gut here. He will get a few yards there. And that's going to be the end of the third quarter, as Larry Johnson's been pretty quiet today. But looking to see if we can maybe make something happen. 1 more to go, and this game will be potentially over. Lions lead it by 1 over the Buccaneers, 21-20. Johnson will get this. We've got the edge. And he's going to stiff arm a guy, and that's going to be a big carry for Larry Johnson, as he finally gets some yards there on that left-hand side of the field. Shoved out of bounds, as we had superb blocking there. Sadly, the safety didn't get blocked, but he got stiff-armed. Let's see if we can do it again. As Johnson will get the handoff there, and this time the linebacker's able to break through, and that's going to be a big stop there. As you see the recipient, Derek Brooks, he has been a good guy this season. 103 tackles, 5.5 sacks on the year. 2nd and 11 here on this one, as Vic will roll out. Vic's going to find a cornerback coming at him. Moss in a lot of congestion there, as that is going to be incomplete. Going to roll out here on this one. Vic's going to have to get out of there. He's going to find just enough room and just enough speed to get the first down there. We'll toss this one out for Johnson. Johnson's going to run upfield. He'll get 3 yards there. Fitzsimmons will move to the left, as that is going to be Johnson getting blown up in the backfield. 3rd and 8 now, as Vic is going to roll out, and he's going to find himself in trouble. He'll get some positive yards, but that is not going to be enough. So Rich Gannon going to see if he can lead his team downfield to get a score to get the lead back. And Gannon's going to throw that one. That is the left-hand side, and it's caught as their cornerback messed that one up. That's going to be a big gain all the way out there in the Lion territory. Juravicious, big one there. As you see, Gannon today, 13 for 21. He's only been sacked once. 254 yards and 2 touchdowns have been the story today, as that is going to be a good tackle there for 3 yards. 2 tight ends in there as McCardell's going in motion. And they're going to hand this one off. And that is going to be nothing doing that time. So 3rd and 7 now. Back to pass here for Gannon. Gannon's going to fire that left. He's got it. As that is going to be A huge catch there. Mark Clayton with another one. That's 5 on the day, I believe, for him. And he's got about 60, maybe closer to 70 yards. First and 10 now. Michael Clayton, 7 catches, 101 yards. A lot more than I thought he did. As that's going to be a handoff there. And Carmelo's going to get 3 yards as he's cut down. 2nd and 7 now with about 2.5 minutes left. As more time is ticking off than I want here, as that is going to be a handoff. And that's going to be another 3 yards. 3rd and 3 now. Maybe 4 yards on that one. And then we'll hand that off. And that's going to be stopped just shy. And that'll be 4th and 4 now as the 2-minute warning will hit. Now the field goal to try and get the lead. Tampa Bay's not had the lead all second half. But they're looking to see if they can get it here. As this is going to be up, and it is going to be in and good. Tampa Bay now with a 2-point lead. 8 plays, 53 yards. That could be the game winner. 1:56 left on the clock now. As Lions now have to move downfield and make something happen. So here we go, 1st and 10 here. Vic's going to take off, and he's going to get taken down there. So we're going to no huddle this. 2nd and 1 now. Vic will fake the handoff. We'll just have to at least get the first down there. See if we can move this team downfield quick enough. 1.5 minutes left. Vic's going to roll out. Vic will take off, and he's going to get out of bounds. 1st down, and 1:19 left on the clock. We'll throw that one over the middle to Moss. Moss is going to get it. About 1:14 left here. About a minute left. Just need to get a field goal here as Johnson's going to get taken down pretty quick there. All right, going to roll out here on this one. And Vic is going to be in trouble, and he's going to have to find a way to get the ball upfield. Let's go ahead and call timeout. 46 seconds left. Going to roll out left here on this one. Vic will take off, and he'll get out of bounds at the 21. As you see, 16 rushes on the day for Vic. 1st and 10, ball at the 20. Toss that one out to Johnson. He's going to lower the shoulder and get a yard there. That's it. And the Bucs will call timeout. Johnson's going to get the ball there. He'll get another yard. They'll call another timeout there. 3rd and 8 now. 33 seconds left. Vic's going to roll out. Vic's going to take it. We're going to slide down. And they're going to call timeout. And that's going to be a good handoff for Johnson. Johnson nearly got the touchdown there. So about 15 seconds here. Johnson's going to get the ball, and he's not going to make it there. But that is about as easy of a field goal as we're going to get here in this game. And we will call timeout. 1 second left. 3rd and goal, but this is going to be it. Last second. Down by 2 points. This will be for the game. And Hansen will kick this one straight and true, up, in, and good. 13 plays, 78 yards, and we go down the field, 2-minute warning style. The Lions are going to edge out the Buccaneers. Was not really the best game for either side, but Lions barely able to get downfield, and they win this one. So Buccaneers look like they'll be fighting for their lives here in the last week of the season, trying to see if they can make something happen. Lions able to actually rebound, but barely after their last week loss. As we go to the post-game show. And 395 yards total offense for the Lions. Buccaneers, though, 316 yards on the day. as the one turnover for the Lions nearly cost them in this one. As it was Yeah, it was a really good day today. Gannon, 262 yards and 2 touchdowns. Vic, 183 yards and a couple of touchdowns as well for him. As Martin Gramatica was able to hit all 3 of his field goals today. He definitely was helping this team out and keeping them where they need to. Joe Jurevicius, big day for him as well, as he had 87 yards there. We'll get into those here in a little bit. As this was not much of a run game, at least when it came down to the conventional style, but Michael Vick had to basically climb us out of the gutter in this one, and yeah, that's pretty much the reason we were able to get back into this game. As we will take a look at the player of the game, it should be Michael Vick, and it will be. As passing wise, Vic was not the best today, but didn't take a lot of shots. 9 for 13, 183 yards and a couple of touchdowns. We'll take a look. The final numbers for Vic: 69%, a couple of touchdowns, 1 interception, 183 yards. Rich Gannon had 262 yards, 2 touchdowns, no picks, 14 for 22. So 64% completion out of a 135 rating. That's superb. And then Larry Johnson, 19 carries for only 41 yards. Vic, 17 carries, though, 171 yards rushing. He did not need to run that much, but we had to do something. Garner, 11 for 39. And Camilla, 5 for 15 on the day, as Michael Vick did get the 1 touchdown as well. Passing wise, Michael Clayton, 7 for 103 yards in the day, as Joe Jurevicius, 5 for 87 and a touchdown. Charles Rogers, 3 for 33, as Ty Streets had a couple catches for 34 yards. Santana Moss, 2 catches, 45 yards and a touchdown, as Goodwin had a catch for 63, as he also had the touchdown. Then Lee, 1 for 9. Stephen Alexander, 1 for 36 and a touchdown. Roy Williams also a catch for 35 yards as well. Defensively, it was Russell that made a lot of tackles today. He also had 3 sacks. Kelly with 5 tackles. Brooks with 5 tackles and a sack. Carter with 5 tackles. Vargas with 5 tackles. So they were getting deep into our territory, as Rondé Barber with 4. Guzman with 4. Phillips with 4. Butler, Spires, and Ian Gold with 3, as well as Boss Bailey. And a couple of sacks as well for Ian Gold. So we'll take a look at the sacks. Russell with 3, Gold with 2, Brooks with 1, and Wilkinson ended up getting 1 today, as well as the interception went to Ian Gold as well. Or excuse me, went to Butler on this one, as Gold had a deflection on this day. So pretty good day for everybody here. Martin Gramatica, the longest field goal, 44-yarder, but every time he lined up, he hit it. So it was definitely really good for him. Appreciate everybody watching. We're going to look and see if we can get a second recording out today. And ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. This is Justin McCormick, a.k.a. Mr. Intervention, and we're getting into Game 2 here, as we'll be taking on the New York Jets. So let's go ahead and get into the player awards, as we've got a couple of surprises here. As we got Lee Grant, who got 10 tackles and 3 sacks in this game. So he was pretty much the big run stopper and the pass disruptor in this game. Then Mike Brown, 8 tackles, 1 sack, 1 fumble recovery for him in the Bears' last game. Michael Vick makes his way to the primetime players, 9 for 13, 183 passing yards, 2 passing touchdowns. He also had 171 rushing yards and a rushing touchdown as well. And then Donovan McNabb joins the 5 touchdown club over the last few weeks, with 14 for 19 on his day, 323 yards passing and 5 touchdowns in the air. So we go into the final week of the season. Check the injury reports for us and the Jets, as Fernando Bryant will be out for a good chunk of the playoffs. We got this week, and then we've got a bye week. He will probably be back in the game after that if we can win. As for Kevin Jones, he is going to be out for the remainder of the season. We'll be lucky to see if he gets toward the Pro Bowl. As for our opponents, the Jets, they have got a mash unit themselves, as Sean Ellis has got a broken foot. Gerald Sowell, the fullback, has got a torn bicep. He's still recovering from torn MCL for BJ Askew as the Michigan Wolverine. Also out with an injury, so both their fullbacks are not going to be making it. Don Hayes, their rookie with a broken hand, he's going to be missing action today. So it's going to be interesting to see who they're going to field, as we'll take a look and see where the Jets are in the rankings over at the AFC. They are stuck at a 5-10 record, as the Patriots, Bengals, Ravens, and Titans, Broncos, and Chiefs all have gotten their playoff spot. Lions, Falcons, Seahawks for the NFC have got their spot. The NFC East will be determined this week, as the Eagles and Cowboys are knotted at 9-6, while the Packers are looking to see if they can fight for the wild card spot. But they're on the bubble, it looks like, as we'll take a look at the playoff picture. AFC-wise, Cincinnati, Kansas City, Denver, New England, Baltimore, and Tennessee have the spots. Buffalo just missed it, as well as Indianapolis, just a couple of games down. As for the NFC, Philadelphia, Dallas, and Green Bay are right now in the playoffs, but a loss by any of these guys could be problematic, as St. Louis and Tampa Bay are looking to see if they can take advantage. So if Green Bay loses, Dallas loses, Philadelphia loses, one of them might lose a chance at getting the playoffs. So it's going to be very interesting to see. So we're going to take a look at the schedule and see who is up against who in this one, as the we're looking at the matchups here. Cleveland takes on Tampa Bay, so they have that opportunity there. Dallas is going to take on the tough Kansas City Chiefs. Giants will take on Green Bay, so Green Bay should be okay. St. Louis will be taking on Carolina. Let's see what else we got here. The Bears will be taking on the Vikings. Philadelphia taking on Washington, so Philadelphia should be able to get their win. So if Dallas and Philadelphia can get past their opponents, they'll have a lock. But if Dallas doesn't beat Kansas City, they may be out of it, as it is pretty much sealed over in the AFC side of things. So let's go ahead and get into the game. New York Giants taking on the Detroit Lions. That game will be next. The regular season will end here, and it's going to end in Detroit, Michigan, Ford Field. So we'll be at home for the majority of the playoffs, it seems like. Hopefully we will be having a very good end of the year with a Super Bowl victory, but I am not going to count things out, because we have had too many close games. And I'm hoping this one won't be another one. Sam Cowart currently on pace for 100 tackles this season, as he's been doing pretty good. David Thornton averaging about 4.4 tackles a game, as he has been our big run stopper as of late. As Michael Vick gets out there, we're going to be looking to see what we can do against this team here. Can we overcome the Jets? We'll find out. As Chad Pennington looking at the coin toss, and this is going to be heads. So we're going to win the toss, and Jets will get the ball first. So Jason Hanson lining up to kick this one. And let's see what we can do in this game. Last game of the season. Lions facing off against the New York Football Jets. Here we go as George will get over there, but not going to make the tackle. And there'll be one broken tackle there, but that's going to be it. 31-yard line for the Jets. As to be honest with you, the Jets green is just something I am not fond of. I do love and prefer the white jerseys that they have here. It just looks so clean to me. I know it's kind of a nod to the old school Jets that they used to have, especially back in their Super Bowl, as they had the white helmets and the white jerseys with the white pants there, and it just looks really clean to me. As you see Fernando Bryant over there. I hope we can see him again soon, as Pennington's going to fire that one, and ooh, Tyrone Carter was over there, but he missed the attempt. You see the injuries for the Jets: Sean Ellis, Don Hayes, Gerald Sowell, and B.J. Askew all out, as Khatri Hakeem and Dwayne Corbett are out there. Single back, and they're going to fake the handoff and throw that one. And Carter is going to reach up, and Tyrone Carter has got an interception and tried to juke inside the big man, but missed it. So that'll be a first down there for the Lions. First pass attempt that gets completed goes to the wrong color jersey. Tyrone Carter just sat back, waited, and then he jumped up and found the football, as Chad Pennington is now 0 for 2. Back to pass on this one. We'll throw it left. Charles Rogers will get it, and he's going to try to plow through a guy, but it ain't happening. As we look at the injuries, we've got a couple ourselves. Our starting halfback, Kevin Jones, out with a leg injury. Fernando Bryant still out with that elbow injury. And it's going to be rough to see how we're going to continue with things, but apparently we're just going to have to do our best. Let's go ahead and go wings joker, like I like to do every so often, and go with a strong sweep. Our right guard should be free to be able to make a good play on this, as they will adjust slightly. And we're going to get no good there. Linebacker came through and made a play there before we had a chance. I'll toss this one out left, and Johnson's going to get blown up in the backfield again. I thought we would have blocking on that one, but I guess not. So, all right, Vic's going to roll out. We're going to roll out. We're going to go upfield, and Vic is going to get close to the first down, but I don't know if he got it. Oh, boy. And we are going to get the first down. There we go. So, going to fake the handoff there. Uh-oh. And I didn't see the lineman, as there's another sack. Our line apparently is cardboard right now. Dwayne Robertson got back there as he spun moved the center, and yeah, that's going to be it for that. See if we can run the strong outside zone here. As you look, Dwayne Robinson, 56 tackles, 4.5 sacks on the year. He has been superb. As we will move Santana Moss in motion. See if we can get something opened up here. And no, we won't. Johnson's going to get dropped in the backfield again. Negative yards for him today so far. So 3rd and 21. Forever to go here. We're going to run this one, and Vic's going to take off. Can he get it? He's going to dive and get close, but not quite. 21 yards was just a little too much for that, so 4th and 1. And I could make this, but we're going to just take the field goal. We'll just do what we can. Do not need to kill our quarterback. 39-yard attempt. Jason Hanson should be able to put this one up through the uprights there, as this one should be good enough. That is up, in, and good right down the middle, just a little left. 8 plays, 19 yards. We'll get 3 points off the turnover. So if we can play defense today, we should have this as we look at some of the bare-chested men rocking the Lions letters. So Hansen puts that one through. The ball at the 19-yard line, 1st and 10 for Pennington as Beck will go in motion. And back to pass there. And he's going to go down. That is going to be a sack if the penalty is not against us. And that is a penalty on the defense, number 53. So that is one of our linebackers as he was holding there on the tight end. That was, I believe, Jeremiah Trotter who was the man that made that happen. So that will give them a fresh set of downs. Ball at the 24-yard line. So not much as of yardage, but free down. So they're going to take it. They'll get a couple yards there on the run. 2nd and 8, and they will hand that off to Jordan. And he's going to get another 3 yards there as Corbett will go in motion. Back to pass here. And they're going to throw that one deep, and Tyrone Carter nearly had another one as that one juggled and fell to the grass. And that is going to be it. Let's see if we can get Johnson involved in the football game a little more here. Try and get something going for him. As Johnson will get the handoff, and he will get at least 3 of those yards back. Still in negative territory, though. See what we got this time. 2nd and 7. Might be able to get Rodgers over the middle. Or not. Vic's going to have to try and dance around, but he's got nobody open. And that's going to be another sack. Dwayne Robertson back there again as he blew up the center. Robertson last season had 4.5 sacks, 58 tackles, and 2 forced fumbles. He's already got 2 sacks in today's game, and he's barely gotten started. They're going to launch that one, and that's going to be way too far out of reach. That'll be a punt situation. 1st and 10 on the 35. Split backs for Pennington, Jordan and Larson back there. And they'll throw that one in. Tyrone Carter in front of it, playing safety very well today. He's got 2 deflections and an interception. Big guy today. 2nd and 10 now as Pennington has got to wake up. He is snoozing. 204 passing yards for the Jets this season, and usually about a little over a touchdown, as Pennington's going to throw that one quickly. Vargas over there to make the tackle as he could not get to the tight end in time, and that's going to be a huge 1st down, as I think that is the first pass Pennington has completed today. Back to pass here for Pennington. He's going to throw that left. That is caught. And Dre Bly out of position again. I'm starting to wonder about that, as that is a touchdown, Jets. Now what happened on that play? Let's hand this off. Got to get a good handoff there. Johnson's going to get some good yards. He's finally in the positive category with 7 there. That'll give him 4 yards for the day. And now we'll move Alexander over there to meet with Vance and Williams. See if we can get a good carry this time. Johnson won't go anywhere. He gets blown up in the backfield yet again. Let's go to what usually works here on 3rd down. Vic will roll out. Vic's going to take off. Slide down there near the 40. That's a 1st down. Kind of give us some options here. Going to roll out this time. Vic will throw it to Rodgers. That'll be only a yard gain, though. 2nd and 9 now. Back to pass here on this one. As Alexander will get open, and he's going to get us all but the 1st down. With Alexander again. Last season with the Falcons, they had 3,600 passing yards. He's kind of calmed down a little bit here. And here we go, 3rd and 2. Back to pass there. Alexander is going to get open on the right-hand side. And he's going to get the first down there. 1st and 10 now for the Lions, and going to go back to pass here. We'll dump that off. Well, I was trying to dump that off, but Vic kind of threw that one to the ceiling. And Vic will hand this one off, and Johnson's still going to get tackled by the lineman. He'll get 3 yards. 3rd and 7 now as the Jets look to see if they can stop him here. That's going to be a throw over the middle. Charles Rogers has got it, and he's inside the 30, 1st down. And on the season, he's got nearly 60 catches, 684 yards, and a number of touchdowns. Back to pass on this one. Vic will take off. He's going to go down about the 15-yard line, 1st down there. First and 10 now, and Vic's we're gonna take a shot here. No, we're not. Oh, nobody blocked. Our right guard decided that he did not want to play football in this down, as their D tackle just blew Vic up. That was Ferguson. 2nd and 15 now. Vic going to go back to pass here. Throw that one over the middle. Santana Moss has got it, nearly had a touchdown there, as that is going to be 1st and goal. Well, there's some season stats I'll have to add here later. And this will be Johnson getting denied at the goal line. Of course he did. Johnson's going to get the ball, and he's going to get stopped at the line of scrimmage again. As, Jets having trouble with injuries, and Eric Barton goes down, their outside linebacker. So that's going to be it for him for a little while, as his elbow looks like it is bothered. I'll throw that one quickly to Ty Streets, and his first catch of the day will be a touchdown for 1 yard. As Michael Vick got him on the speed out, and that was it. Love running that speed out, and, well, it worked out here. That'll be the 2-minute warning as well, as now that's going to take care of that, and the Lions will retake the lead 9-7. Ty Streets, 1 catch, 1 yard, 1 touchdown. 24-yard line for the Jets. They've got to see if they can get something going here as Hakeem goes in motion. Pennington will go back to pass, and he's going to throw that one quickly, and Rogers actually was able to knock that one down. So 2nd and 10 now. Chad Pennington single back with trips right, and they're going to toss this out. And that is going to be a good carry, and he's going to go out of bounds just shy of the sticks. Larson able to get a good run there of 9. As you see Barton on the bench there, that arm injury has not been a good one. And they're going to hand that one off, and he's going to go nowhere. 4th down, we'll call timeout. And that's going to be up the gut for Johnson. He's going to nearly get the 1st down there, so I'm going to go back to pass here on this one. Yep. That line decided not to block anymore. 3rd and 8. As, again, our center, that was our left guard. Our left guard gave that one up. Going to roll out to the right here. Vic will take off, and then he's going to be able to make a big enough move to get out there. It's about 44 seconds left here. Vic's going to roll out. He's going to take off, and we'll have to call a timeout here. And go back to pass here. He'll throw that quickly to Moss, and that is incomplete. Let's see if we can get the 1st down. If we can get it, we might be able to try and make something happen. As Johnson will get it, and he'll get the ball, but not the 1st down. Here we go, 4th and 1 here. Vic will roll out, and Vic's going to have to go for the sideline. 1st down, 14 seconds now for Vic. And 1st and 10 now. And we're going to roll out here. And that's going to be a sack. Gonna go back to pass here on this one. Not gonna have time to really wait as long as I wanted. And that'll be intercepted. And that is going to be the end of the half as the Jets get an interception there. As the line broke down yet again, so I didn't get to see who I wanted. The safeties were back deep. Rufus Hubbard made the interception. So safeties have made interceptions today as Moss couldn't get under it in time. But that's going to be it. Halftime now. Jets behind just by a little bit here. Lions lead it 10-7 after one half of football. Can we keep this up? We'll find out. So 150 yards offense right now for the Lions. Jets have only 80 yards, so the rushing totals have not been the best, but our rushing has mainly been by Michael Vick. As we take a look at the numbers, our time of possession also has been superb. Robertson with 3 sacks on the day already. He's been living in our backfield. As Pennington and Vick have barely thrown over 100 yards combined, each with a touchdown. As Vick's rushing today has been the main reasons. McCarron's with 49 yards receiving on the day. He's got the touchdown for the Jets, while Ty Streets has got the one for us. He's only got a yard out of the one catch that he had. Thomas and Ferguson also with a sack in this game, so 5 sacks against us at the least right now. Pennington winning in the yards amount, but Vick is leading in yards total as his rushing has been allowing him to be able to get this team into position to be able to do whatever it is that we need to do. As Charles Rogers also got 26 yards. Michael Vick 76 yards rushing on the day. Johnson and McGraw each with 15 yards. So it's not been really big for the halfbacks today, as Vick is now 7 for 11, 59 yards and a touchdown. So let's go ahead and get to the second half. And this kick will be a decent one. Smith's going to get this one back at the 9. And that will be down the 25-yard line. So the line possession so far, field goal, punt, touchdown, then through the interception at the half. So not the best in the world, but we're doing something with the football. See if we can throw the strong toss here and get something. I'll toss this one out, and that's going to be a decent run this time for Johnson. And he will plow forward. That is 9 yards. Not bad at all. And this will be handoff to Johnson. He'll get the first down and then some. Try that weak toss here. Or the weak side handoff anyway. We'll hand this one off. Bryson's going to be able to get to the line. That's it. And the one guy that didn't get blocked the last time was this one, John McGraw. He's got 2.5 sacks this year. So 2nd and 10 now, and going to go fake the handoff there. That's going to go over the middle, and Rogers can't handle it. 3rd and 10 now, and Vick will roll out left. Vick's going to take off now, and he's going to get the first down barely. So 1st and 10 now, and we'll roll out again. Throw that one to Roy Williams, who'll get a catch. That'll be 12 yards for him. Not bad there. We're going to change this up just because I don't like what I'm looking at. 1st and 10 now, and we're going to fake the handoff. We're going to throw that one deep, and Santana Moss can't quite get to it. That's an interception. And that's looking like that's going to be the 2nd interception for him. I thought he was open, but the safety was able to get over there in time. So good job by him scouting that one out. As I thought Moss had him beat, but I guess not. So 1st and 10 now. Jets will take over at the 32-yard line. That's the second interception I've thrown today, as that's not going to work out for us. And that's David Thornton saying no to the run game. So Jets in single back formation here with 3 wide as Corbett goes in motion. Back to pass here, and they're going to throw that one left. And I feel like my guys are just not covering where they need to be, as McCarron's and Beck today, or on the season, have gotten 90 catches for 7 touchdowns, over 1,000 yards combined. 1st and 10 now, as Pennington's going to look. He's going to throw that one short, and that is caught. That was about a mid-range pass there for about 10 yards plus, as that is going to be a 1st down. Ball at the 31-yard line. See if we can bend but not break here, as Pennington is going to roll out left there. He's going to fire that one short, and David Thornton in front of it. That's a pick. Now both quarterbacks have thrown 2 interceptions, as Thornton was in front of one. The linebacker was zoning the middle there, and the football came right to him. So 1st and 10 now, ball at the 30-yard line. And here we go, as Vic is going to have to get out of there. He's going to get drugged down from behind. 4-yard gain on that one, though. Vic on the day, 91 yards rushing, 72 yards passing. So he's been doing both a little bit here. As he's going to throw that one over the middle, and how was that deflected? Good grief. I thought he was in there. Hubbard in front of that one. So 3rd and 6 now. Got to figure out what's going to be the best option here. And Vic's got to run. Had to get out of there quick, and he's going to pass the 45-yard line. That's a 1st down. Back to pass on this one. Going to launch that one towards Santana, and cannot get it. 2nd and 10 now. Going to roll out here. Santana's open over the middle. He's got it, and he's going to pass the 30. That's a 1st down. 1st and 10 here, and Vic's going to roll out. And he's going to find a receiver. That is Roy Williams, who gets another catch. 1st down, Lions. You know how I do this. Uh-oh, and that's going to roll right into a defensive lineman. 2nd and 15 now. Got to see if we can get something here, as Hubbard's going to follow Roy Williams here. Toss that out left, and obviously there's one guy that runs through and doesn't get blocked. See what we got this time here. And Vic's going to go down. Another lineman finds his way in the backfield. Hanson's going to have to do the best he can on this one. Let's see if we got it. And Hanson's going to kick that one up. Ew, just shy. We tried it, but Jason Hanson just did not have the leg. I did everything I possibly could. It was straight. It was a full bar kick, but just about a yard or 2 short. Tried to see if we can get something there and could not. As let's see what the Jets do here. They will hand off, and then it's going to be a big hole there that they find. And that's going to be stepping out of bounds there. Larson finds a good lane. So 1st and 10 for the Jets. They are already in line territory at the 37-yard line. And they're going to hike it last second here. That's going to be a good throw. And that is going to be a good tackle there. Joseph Jefferson brings Hakeem down from behind. Jets with another 1st down, and they're driving. As Hakeem able to run over Carter, and that's going to be the end of the 3rd quarter. 3 quarters done, 1 more to go. Lions have the lead for now, but the Jets have the ball, 10-7. Not really seeing much of Corbett today, as he's going to watch his halfback get taken down. Dan Wilkinson was back there, and the halfback thought about going through the hole, then changed his mind. then ran straight into the big man. As that's another tackle for loss for Wilkinson. He had a sack last game, and he's been doing everything he possibly can to stay relevant this year. Split backs for Pennington as they're going to move McCarron's in motion. And going to go back to pass here on that one, and Dan Wilkinson with a sack. 3rd and 16 now as the Jets might be looking at a field goal. See what they do this time. Now it's going to be an empty backfield for them. Back to pass for Pennington. That one swatted. That was Boss Bailey in front of it. He said, nuh-uh. Boy, we needed that stop, if ever. See if the Jets can get this field goal. And this is going to be up and off to the right. He did not adjust. He was adjusting for the wind that was not even there. And now the Jets have turned the ball over. No good. And Doug Bryan just tries for a 40-yard field goal, and kicking field goals today has not worked out for anybody. As Vic will hand this off, and Johnson will get 3 yards, better than nothing at least. As we look at his chart, 18 up the middle, 11 to the right-hand side, only 1 yard to the left. Vic's going to try and see what he can do here. Fake the handoff there, and then just roll out. Vic will slide down or try to. 3rd and 1. All right, see if we can get this one. Jets are going to blitz, and that's not going to work out. So 1st and 10 now. Going to fire that one towards Santana Moss. He's got that one just past the line logo. 1st down. 1st and 10 now for the Lions. Let's see what we got here. Going to roll out. Going to fire that one towards Roy Williams, but he is jammed up, and that one knocked out of his hands. Incomplete. As you look at the sack comparison, no comparison here. Dwayne Robertson with 3 sacks. Dan Wilkinson only with the 1 today. 2nd and 7 now as Vic's going to roll out, and he's going to take off. He's got big men following him. He'll slide down inside the field of play. That'll keep the clock running. 1st and 10. And he's going to be open there on that left-hand side. Rogers will get 7 yards there at times as he gets pummeled by the safety. If you look at Moss and Rogers today, 7 catches, 80 yards on the nose. No touchdowns for them yet, but Rogers with 33 yards by himself today. He's been doing pretty good. Going to fake the handoff, and Vic's got to get out of there quickly. And we'll slide down just outside the 10-yard line. 128 yards passing for Vic, 135 rushing. So by him, 263 yards on the day. 1st and 10 here as we've got just enough time to run our tight end over there. And Johnson will get the ball. He's going to cut back up the middle, shoulder tackle a guy, and that's the end zone. Larry Johnson. First time he scored a touchdown in a good minute, and he'll do it in the last game of the season. As they parted the middle like the Red Sea, and Johnson took advantage, just came back up the middle, and that was it. As the left-hand side was just blocked off, ran over number 25. And that was a touchdown. 11-yard gain there for Johnson. He's got the carries today, not the yards, but he's got a touchdown. As they're going to be looking to see if they can make something happen here. 2:52 left in the game, and Pennington's going to roll out, and that is going to be Dre Bly missing the football. As that is going to be a catch and a 1st down. They're going to run out of bounds and stop that clock. 147 number of yards that Pennington has today. 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions. A 73.7 rating. 1st and 10 now for the Jets. Ball at the 45-yard line, so just past the logo. As that is going to be dumped off, and Boss Bailey is in front of one. Boss Bailey with a catch. That's 2 linebacking interceptions. As Boss Bailey was in front of that one, that is going to be an interception for him. He doesn't really intercept the football so much, but he got in front of that one. Ball's going to be near midfield. That's going to be first down for the Lions. Let's see what we can do with Johnson here. Ball at the 47-yard line, 2:42 left. And now just need to kill the clock as Larry Johnson just told the linebacker, get off me. And we look at the rushing duo. Johnson, 48 yards in the touchdown. Vic's got 130 plus yards. So he's been the one getting us out of trouble lately. As that's going to be a handoff there. Johnson's going to lower his shoulder and run another linebacker over. First down. 2-minute warning now. As the Jets are just going to be limping into the postseason. As Johnson now, some good numbers, at least for what yards he's been able to get positively, 54 now. Try the strong sweep here on this one as Larry Johnson, 150 rushes, 480 yards on the season, 3 touchdowns as he was our backup for the longest time. As he's been doing pretty good so far on this one. So we should be able to end the game here as Johnson will get 3 yards that time and they will call a timeout. So 2nd and 7 now. And Johnson's going to get the handoff there and he's going to run upfield another 4 yards. Timeout Jets. So 3rd and 3 now. Johnson's going to get the pitch there and he'll run one guy over but the other one gets him. So I'm making 4th down, so probably have to kick a field goal here. Chad Pennington, empty backfield, and he's got to try and find something. 10 points down, and that is going to be a catch. Smith can't make the play, can't make the tackle, and Beck is going to go out of bounds there and stop the clock. Big first. As you see, McCarron's and Moss each with 3 tackles, 3 catches. McCarron's though with the touchdown and more yards, but Moss has not been the target today. And that is going to be thrown short, and Dre Bly is going to be over there. You see 2 catches for Beck today. Back to pass here for Pennington. He's going to throw that one. Bob Vargas tips it, and he goes right into the hands of Smith. And Smith's going to go down the 45-yard line. That is going to be it. The guy who's been buried on our cornerback depth chart comes out and last number of weeks has done what he can to make some plays. Bob Vargas tried to make the interception, couldn't do it, but that one went right into Keith Smith's hands. And that is going to be it. All we got to do now is take a knee, and that is it. But the Lions seem like they're not as dominant as what they were. They've lost a couple of key pieces on both sides of the ball, and now it's going to be figuring out what's going to be the best option. How are we going to move forward in the playoffs? A little bit of rest should help, but the Lions beating the Jets in this game 17-7. It wasn't a dominating game, but they were able to hold them off and been able to put a decent edge on them. As now, Lions will move into the playoffs, hopefully with this momentum on their side. Post-game show, we're going to look at the final stats and see how things went for both teams as the Lions end the day 321 yards. Only 35 yards rushing for the Jets in this game as Larson was only able to get 35 yards total for the day. While Vic pretty much was the main guy for us rushing today. Robertson ends the day with 3 sacks. Thomas and Wilkinson with 2 and 1 sack, respectively. Vic's at the end of the day, 128 yards passing and a passing touchdown, but he had a lot more rushing yards with about 130. As the Jets just they could not do enough in this game, as the McCarrons had 96 yards receiving and a touchdown. Vic, 132 yards is what the total is going to be after all the kneeling, as McGraw with 8 tackles on the day for the Jets, so he was pretty much where the ball was today, as Pennington will end the day 170 yards and a touchdown, but 2 interceptions for both quarterbacks was definitely not good enough here. Field goal wise, 3 field goals attempted in this game, but only 1 was successful, as Jason Hanson was able to hit at least one of his, but he missed the 50-yarder that we attempted. Just did not have the leg. So if we continue this series in the future, we will have to try and get a kicker that's going to have a bit more of a leg than what Hanson has. But we'll definitely see about that in the future. I've got a few more recordings that I want to try and run through, a few more ideas for what we're going to do. But player of the game in this one, going to end the season with Michael Vick being player of the game again. 12 for 21, 128 yards passing, 1 touchdown, 130 yards on the ground, as he was able to put the team on his back and get us to victory here. 63 rating for Pennington. He's going to have 8 for 17 on the day with 170 yards, 1 touchdown, 4 interceptions, while Michael Vick had 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown, 51.4 rating, as he just couldn't control the ball like he wanted to today. Johnson, 22 carries, 61 yards, so just under 3 yards a carry, but he was able to find the end zone, as Michael Vick, 15 carries, 132 yards. Larson, 7 carries for 35 yards. And then Jordan and Bryson with a carry that went nowhere. Charles Rogers today with 4 catches at 33 yards. While McCarron's 3 catches, 96 yards and a touchdown. Seth Adams 3 for 47 on the day. Beck 2 for 36. Grabett 2 for 18. Alexander a couple catches for 13 yards. Roy Williams with a couple of catches for 34 yards. And Oz Hakeem with 1 catch for 20 yards. And then Ty Streets, 1 catch, 1 yard, but it was for a touchdown. So that's all that mattered there. McGraw, 8 tackles on the day, 1 assisted. Hubbard was 7. Tongue and Straight was 6. Abraham was 5. Ferguson and Robertson had 4, as Ferguson had a sack. Robertson, though, big day for him. 4 tackles, 3 of those were sacks, as Abraham also got a sack with 3 tackles. Thomas had 3 tackles and 2 sacks. Coward with 3 tackles. Thornton also with 3 tackles, as the only other guy to get a sack in this one was Dan Wilkinson, who only had 2 tackles. The interceptions today, Hubbard and Tongue had the interceptions for the Jets. David Thornton, Boss Bailey, Keith Smith, and Tyrone Carter each with interceptions in this one. So Pennington threw a lot more than I thought he did, and I just forgot about him. Brian could not hit the field goal attempt that he tried. Jason Hanson was 1 for 2, as he hit the 40-yarder but missed the 50. So we definitely know that 50 yards is not his range. Appreciate you guys watching today. I hope you enjoyed the double header, and we will probably be looking to continue this in the near future to finish up this series with season 2. Hopefully it'll be with a Super Bowl. So I appreciate you watching. Have a great rest of your day. May God bless you.